What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Good morning. He's back, baby. He is back. How the heck are you, guys? How the heck are you? Yes, refreshed, back at it. Let's get this, guys. Let's get this. First, quick shout out to the channel sponsor. You guys know them. You love them. Decent biometric wallets. Get yourselves ones today, guys. Use our link down below. Get a great deal. They got like I said, guys, they got like a 2-for package on the decent biometric wallets with the fingerprint tech. So even if someone stole your biometric wallet or you lost it, no one would be able to access it without your fingerprint. So keep your crypto safe, guys. Again, they got that 2-for deal on that. They've also got the card wallets. I think the card wallets are like $5 or something, guys. Not your keys, not your coins, right? Use our link, get a great deal. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's talk some crypto. Woo! Had 4 days off, man. 4 days off. I'm feeling good, feeling great. Let's get into it. We got a couple super chats. Amazing coins. If you're not first, you're dead last. Got you, boy. Got you, your boy. I'm glad to have you back, girl. I'm glad to be back, brother. Glad to be back. Isaac, first Pokemon of the day. Lick-a-tongue in the house. You're the man with the plan. Absolutely, brother. We got this going. We got this going. Big things popping, little things stopping. Let's go. Let's go. All right, what do we got? Jake the Snake. First again, y'all slacking. First normal chat. First on both. I'm just that good, I guess. J Money, second Pokemon of the day. We got Lick-a-tongue. We got Bulbasaur in the house. What's up, fam? Good to see you. Strange Sky. Thank you so much. Easy. Yo, smash that like. All-time highs incoming. Let's get it. Guys, as always, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. It doesn't cost you a single red cent. So don't be that guy, right? Blah, what's going on? Yes, I am back. I got your email, by the way. Leroy, hey, Rob, I'm a member of the Patreon, and I'm unable to access the live chat. Can you tell me what I'm doing wrong? I only have a phone. Yeah, I don't have any control over that. Every once in a while that happens. You got to contact support. There's a little support thing on the Patreon. You can actually just ask them, and they'll kind of fix it for you. I don't know what they do. It's some sort of a glitch. So you're not doing anything wrong. Just ask support, and they'll fix it for you. EZ, what's up, man? Don't be a sissy bear. Chicken wuss, absolutely. Don't be a sissy bear chicken wuss. Nobody likes a sissy bear chicken wuss. Big Botto, as always, appreciate everything you do, brother. Hit the likes. There you go. Absolutely, my guy. Absolutely, man. Where were we? Where are we? What's going down? Mike, what's good, fam? Rob, sorry about your Leafs. Yeah, Marner's got to go. I agree, man. They got about, listen, right now, they've got about $25 million in cap space to retool this team. So I'm excited about that. I am excited about that. Galaxy Shooter still waiting on this bull run. Hey, man, impatience will sink you. Impatience is the iceberg that hit the Titanic. Don't be that guy, right? Lord of the Realm, what's going on? What's going on? There's this new thing. There's this new feature on StreamYard, guys. I think I'm going to give it a shot here. It says it's in beta version still, but it says show comments on stage. I'm going to turn it on and see what happens. Comments take the stage. Live chat from viewers will appear on screen during the stream. Keep the conversation going and make your audience part of the experience. So apparently this will automatically put your comments on the screen. So as you guys talk, apparently this stuff will pop up. So let's give it a shot. Let's test it. Oh, there you go. It's on the screen. There you go, guys. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Let me know if you like that. If you want me to leave that on, guys, I'll leave it on. It's in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Let me know if you want me to leave it there. I will. If you don't like it, let me know, and I'll take a vote. I'll take a poll, right? What's up, crypto crew? You need to join the Patreon. You're missing out big time. Missing out on the gems, guys. The gems. You are missing out for sure. Ty, what's up, man? Glad to have you back, bro. Thank you so much, man. Over the top, welcome back. Thank you so much, Paul, my guy, my dude, my brother from another mother. What's going on, man? Jasmine Carbon release soon. Yes. I actually am. I'm doing a lot of reading into Jasmine right now. So So yeah, I have a little bit of a video coming out later today about Jasmine, but there's also an important topic I wanted to talk to you guys about in that video as well. And it's important, so you're going to want to watch that video this afternoon. WF Capital, Zebek, there you go, man. There you go. Haktu. Yes, good old Haktu girl. Ceiling Fam, what's up? I need these alts to pump. I don't care about BTC. We'll buy in a bear market. Yeah. Hey, I mean, listen, it's a mixed bag right now. It's a mixed bag right now across the market, right? I mean, Zebek is up 8%. What else? Jasmine's up 0.3%. TAI is up 5.3%. Quant's up 6%. Supra's up almost 10%. It's kind of a mixed bag right now across the market. It's not bad. It's not bad. So, but as Bitcoin goes, altcoins follow suit, right? So we got to remember that. Too much foreplay. Zebek's giving me that sweet, really. Let's go. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Jared, finally a day off. Feels like I've been slacking. Glad you're back, Rob. BTC to the moon. Let's go. Nick, what's up, man? Any insights on Telcoin? Can't break past 206. Listen, a lot of altcoins right now are sitting at resistance levels. Zebek is up 8%, and it's literally sitting at resistance right around that 2015, sitting at resistance. When these altcoins break, listen, on this next leg up here for Bitcoin, when we break out of this bull pennant, that's probably going to help a lot of these altcoins break the resistance levels, right? So patience is key, guys. I'm going to be doing some buying today. I'm going to put my buy alerts on the Patreon. So if you want to know what I'm buying, what I'm selling, what I'm doing with my portfolio, guys, get over to the Patreon. I do some exciting things. I get some exciting projects, and you are not going to want to miss out on them, man. Hoover, what's up, man? Rob is home. He's bringing new all-time highs with him. Yes, I'm coming, and hell's coming with me, baby. What happened to Dumb Money? Man, that was a while ago. We lost Dumb Money. We lost him. He's no longer with us. We miss him. We love him. And we will always remember him over on the Patreon. So, welcome back from a trip. Thank you, Richie Rich. Thank you so much. Beebs, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. What's the point of that? The chat is to the left. Yeah. Well, I mean, I control the chat to the left. The one on the right just kind of pops up on its own, right? So, Tyler, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Rob, is Crypto Homes still a member of your Patreon? I don't know. I haven't checked. I haven't looked. I'll look them up. Why? Have you seen them lately? I haven't seen them. There she is. Gamma Goddess in the house. We have 6 months left in the year. Let's get this money. Absolutely. Cesar put out a bullish Zebek video. He gave you a shout out. Was that today? Did he put out a Zebek video today? I'm going to have to watch it. Cesar is the man with the plan. Absolutely, man. Buongiorno, Roberto. I like it. I like it. Focus. Can you look up Pith? Huge unlock caused a nice sell-off. Yeah, hey, you know what? That's a good... Well, I mean, it's only down 6.9%. So I wouldn't... I mean, it's not awful. It's not awful. But, yeah. Let me have a look at the Pith chart. Pith. Yeah, it caught support. It's not bad. It's a fantastic buying opportunity, in my opinion. Fantastic buying opportunity. Yeah. Take advantage while you can, guys. Take advantage while you can. We're not even down at the low. We kind of caught support right here. As you can see, we've touched this level multiple times in the past, right? Right here, we wick down to it. We support here for 3 days. Support, support, resistance. Support, support. It's acting as support again. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be very upset if it dropped lower so that I could fill my bag some more, to be honest with you. That would be not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. Cody, what's up, man? Glad to have you back. Thank you so much, brother. Guys, Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for being here with me. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for missing me. Thanks for making me feel welcomed back, you guys. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. You have no idea. Andy, what's up, buddy? What's your thoughts on the rumors with Ripple Coinbase bidding? We're actually going to talk about that today. I have some news on that. We're gonna discuss it. So stay tuned. So I heard Texas governor signed no tax on capital gains. Nice. And here's the other thing, guys, that I didn't talk about it, but I heard it over the weekend while I was gone. Apparently, I think it's Australia. An Australian judge declared Bitcoin and crypto currencies, which are not eligible for capital gains tax. Now, if the U.S. adopts this approach, that could mean zero capital gains tax on all crypto if they're considered currencies. You cannot add a capital gains tax to a currency. So a judge in Australia has already declared this. So there is precedent in another country. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens as a result. Gamma Goddess with the support. Can you look at reserve rights? It's new on Coinbase. Yeah, I've looked at RSR quite a bit in the past. I was gonna buy it like 2 years ago, but I never did. There's that's one of the guys that's, I can't remember who it is, but one of the guys in Mr. T's administration actually sits on the board for rights reserved, right? So there is bullish sentiment there. You're putting in higher highs and higher lows here consistently on this, right? So as you can see, but let's throw, is that a wick? No, it's not a wick either. Let's have a look here. Let's have a looky-loo. What do we have? So I mean, you failed to stay above the 236 here. Actually, I think you got to move this down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, you failed to stay above. You failed to get above the 236, which was not fantastic, but you know, it is what it is. So unless you get above the 236, was this a Coinbase listing here? This little pump that looks like it was like a week and a half ago or so, but it's not really getting a pump on a new listing on Coinbase. But that's okay though. That's okay. But yeah, this one you're going to meet resistance there at the 236 at about what 2098. Then the 382 you're sitting at 1 cent 3. Get to the 50, you're sitting at 1.5 cents. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really look like it has much strength. You're just kind of consolidating in a range. You're just kind of consolidating in this range right here, right? So far. This is accumulation. This is accumulation. But I am a little bit concerned that you're putting in these higher highs here. This is kind of a bearish structure. You're probably going to break to the downside out of this, right? Generally, you will break to the downside. It's not 100%, but you know, generally in these ascending channels, you usually break to the downside. So you might have more of a buying opportunity. This will probably collapse down, right? So that's how that works, guys. And you know, and then in a descending channel, right? These will generally break to the upside, right? But these ascending ones, generally, they will break to the downside. So, yeah, a little bit of a lesson there for you. If you want more lessons, guys, on technical analysis, get over to the Patreon because we teach that there too. So you're missing out. But I would expect a little bit of a correction on this to the downside, personally. Yo, boy, what's up, man? Got me coins having to mingle with the normies today at work. Oh, normies. Ugh. Just messing with you. What do we got? Where else are we? Zebek might shoot up to 7 cents to 9.5 cents this boron. I agree with that analysis. Parallel Life, what's going on? Strawberry Dragons in the house, working and listening. There you go. Carlos, get some. Bitcoin looking bullish, excited for the up and coming gains. Yeah, people don't even realize how close we are right now to all-time highs, right? I mean, technically, guys, look at this, okay? Now, if we zoom out here, look at, I know the all-time high is up here at what, 109,600 roughly, right? But that's a wick. That's a wick, guys. That means there's no liquidity up there, right? You couldn't have taken profits up there if you wanted to. There's no money. There's no buy orders. There's no liquidity up there, right? So for me personally, this is just my own personal opinion. For me, the all-time high of any given crypto is where the highest full body candle close is, not where it wicked to, right? Because it's pointless. There's no liquidity there. You can't take profits. So it doesn't really count, right? That's just my own personal perspective. It counts technically in technical terms, but for me, it just doesn't, right? So right here, guys, what we've had over the last 2 days are the highest full body candle closes Bitcoin has ever had, ever. And people are calling this, there are people out there calling this a bear market rally. Literally. Like, I don't even know how to appropriately respond to something that's dense. Right? So, yeah, you're literally closing candles at all-time highs, and people are calling it a bear market. Like, and I talked about this, guys. I talked about this yesterday, and because people keep asking me, like, this is a dead cat bounce, or this is a bull trap, this rally that we've been seeing, right? It's a bear market rally, guys. The sentiment in the market right now is that people are saying we're going down, right? People don't trust this rally. That doesn't signify a top. A top signal in sentiment is when everyone's euphoric and everyone's buying because they think it's going higher. That's a top signal. Bitcoin doesn't top when everyone's like, "Oh, it's a bear market. It's going down. I don't trust this rally." That's not a top signal, right? So, Jackie, what's going on? Hope I did. I had a pretty good vacation. A lot of just alone time, a lot of just alone time. It's just me. Spent some time with my daughter and visited family and stuff. But Nick here in Florida, is trying to wipe out property tax. Nice. DeSantis trying to wipe out. Nice. Capital gains tax will soon follow. If Jasmine ever hits 35 to 40 cents, I will treat myself to something. 1.12 mil. There you go. Still waiting. Let's go. Missouri passed no capital gains a couple of weeks ago. Just waiting on governor's signature. All the crypto investors are pouring into Missouri. KG, what's up, man? When will ZBIC be listed on Binance and Coinbase? I have no earthly way of knowing that, my friend. Hey, Rob, I know you're not big on memes, but can you take a look at Moodang for me, please? Hey, Rob, I know you don't like looking at meme coins, but can you look at a meme coin for me? What is it called? Moodang? Moodang? This one? Oh, look at that rally. Look at that rally. That's a pretty good rally right there. A little bit of a correction. Kind of looks like it's starting to put in some lower highs, though. You might be on your way back down here. If you didn't take profits, if you bought down here and you haven't taken profits yet, I can't give you financial advice, but might I suggest you do so. Trash. Thanks for all the great content. Hey, no, thank you for the awesome name. Yo, what's up, Quentin? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. It's a dead cat bounce to the moon. Yeah. that cat done bounced all the way to the moon. Damn. Carrie Ann, waiting on Cookie Dow. Pumperoo. Let's go. Absolutely, man. Big on Cookie. Absolutely. I am a big fan of Cookie. Let's get into some of the news, guys. Let's see what's going on out there. All right. Oh yeah, sorry. I'll go back to the Bitcoin chart. I want to show you something here real quick. So if you watched my video I put out this morning, guys, Bitcoin was down here in the red. We were down around $104,500 roughly. We were pretty red, right? If you don't believe me, go back and watch the video from this morning and you'll see, right? And I said, we will likely come all the way back up. I said, we got 9 hours and 15 minutes before this daily candle closes, and we will probably climb all the way back up inside this bull pennant and be green before the day is over. And here we are. Look at that. It's like I have a crystal ball or something, right? Would I sell half my ZBEC and hold the rest? Would you sell? I need a little more context in that, Ron. A little more context in that, brother. Is that the daily chart? Yes, that is the daily time frame. That is the daily for Bitcoin. All right, let's get into some of the news now, shall we? Okay, so what do we got? Bitcoin rally. Stealthy accumulation signals powerful uptrend. In the current ascent of Bitcoin, is the current ascent of Bitcoin different? As the leading cryptocurrency continues its upward trajectory, pushing even ever closer to the uncharted price territories, many are asking what's fueling this latest surge. Unlike previous bull runs, often characterized by widespread retail frenzy and high leverage, the picture emerging today suggests a potentially more mature and sustainable foundation for ongoing Bitcoin rally. Is the Bitcoin rally different? Understanding the signals. According to recent analysis, the current Bitcoin rally might be marching to a beat of a different drum. A key observation highlighted by firms like Matrix Port points to a significant lack of speculative fervor from the typical retail crowd. How do we know this? By looking at key market indicators. Implied volatility, funding rates. These two metrics, among others, paint a picture of a market where aggressive leverage from smaller participants isn't the primary driver. This lack of high retail leverage is a crucial distinction from historical price surges, which were often prone to violent corrections triggered by mass liquidations. Let's unpack what retail leverage is and why its lower presence matters. Retail leverage essentially allows individual traders to control a large portion with relatively small amounts of capital. While this can amplify gains, it also drastically increases the risk of liquidation, where the exchange automatically closes a trader's position if the market moves against them by a certain percentage. In previous bull markets, a significant portion of the buying pressure came from retail traders using high leverage on platforms offering perpetual futures. When the market corrected, even slightly, these highly leveraged positions would be wiped out en masse, creating cascading selling pressure that exacerbated the downturns. Think back to the volatility spikes and sudden drops in 2017 or 2021. High retail leverage played a significant role in amplifying these moves. The current environment with a low IV and modest funding rates suggests that the leverage currently is in the system is either low across the board or concentrated among more sophisticated players who manage risk differently, or simply that large portions of the buying is happening without leverage at all. So not a lot of people are using as much leverage trading. Regardless of the exact reasons, the consequences of this market structure that appears less vulnerable to sudden leverage-induced shakeouts. If high retail leverage isn't the primary engine, what is? The analyst points towards consistent BTC accumulation by long-only holders Who are these entities? They typically represent investors with a long-term perspective, not looking to make quick profits from short-term price swings amplified by leverage. This group includes institutional investors, corporations adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets, high net worth individuals like whales, and long-term retail investors employing a buy and hold or dollar cost averaging strategy. These players are buying Bitcoin outright, taking possession of the underlying asset rather than just taking leveraged directional bets. So essentially, people are not putting in longs, they're just DCAing and accumulating as much Bitcoin as they can. So that's what is affecting this, right? So what this means for the wider crypto market, while Bitcoin often leads the charge, its dynamics significantly influenced the broader crypto market. If the Bitcoin rally is indeed built on solid accumulation rather than shaky retail leverage, what does this imply for altcoins and the overall market structure? More sustainable growth, increased investor confidence, and altcoin season dynamics. Potential challenges are slower pace, requires deeper analysis, and altcoin correlation risk. The current setup suggests that the crypto market might be undergoing a subtle but significant shift in its typical bull market mechanics. It's moving from a market heavily influenced by short-term speculation to one increasingly shaped by long-term investment strategies. And that's all fine and well to say for now, but once retail pours in en masse, it's going to blow this article out of the water and the opinion, in my humble opinion. Oh, House, I can't wait till XCN takes off. Need that money for silver. Maples, baby. There you go. Can't wait for Zebek to go atomic. There you go. Lily's in the house. Tony says, Zebek, can I get a hell yeah? Absolutely. So very interesting perspective there, guys. Very, very interesting. All right, what else do we have? We got videos, guys. Of course we got videos. Why would you ask if we got videos? We always got videos. All right, so being diversified in equities and bonds still holds a lot of water for investors. Let's have a look.
On the markets, want to bring in Mona Mahajan. She's the head of investment strategy at Edward Jones. What do you think? What do you think between what's happened in the bond market, rattling folks a little bit, but then Jamie Dimon's comments? I don't know. Where do you want to go here?
Yeah, look, we've moved pretty far, pretty fast. 20% rally off that April 8th lows. We still have to digest a potential tax bill on the horizon, potential trading negotiations with China and non-Chinese trading partners. Could we get bouts of volatility in the weeks ahead? Absolutely. We know we don't move in a straight line higher indefinitely. But all that being said, we are seeing somewhat of a better setup as we head towards the back half of the year, potentially a Fed that is still poised to cut rates, albeit modestly. We have tariffs that could be, or at least have some more clarity on tariffs for CEOs. And then, of course, we are looking at potentially better policies around taxes and deregulation as well. So earnings growth, we think, could reaccelerate.
So are you fully invested right now?
So we would say we were fully invested through this period. We like to stay invested. Were we diversified? Absolutely. That's the difference, I think. We were not seeing what we saw in the last couple of years, which was a very concentrated market. We think the diversification across asset classes, cap sizes, regions.
Okay, so what do you want? But what do you want to be in and what don't you want to be in? Talk about being diversified.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we continue to like here in the U.S. large cap and mid cap stocks, by the way. From a second,
but not small caps.
Small caps, we still are a little bit more cautious on
because of the credit story.
They're more leveraged. They are more exposed to exactly that. They have more exposure to higher yields potentially, but also they're less positive earners in the small cap space, more positive in the mid cap space. And mid cap and small cap, by the way, more leverage to domestic revenue as well. So we like that, not as exposed to tariffs. And now we also like what's been happening in the markets. Pro-cyclical parts of the market have been working. So it hasn't been this recession-proof defensive. So the market is kind of picking up on maybe we will be able to avoid this recessionary environment going forward. So we like pro-cyclical areas. Financials continue to stand out to us.
Is the only difference here? I mean, the stories all seem fairly the same. The tariffs are the big difference. We went from very high tariffs to at least a stand down for the moment. But the only difference is we were looking at the market way cheaper than it is today.
That's a great point. Look, we came into the year, we were
very highly priced at the beginning of the year.
We were highly priced. Valuations have come in, especially in the most highly valued parts of the market, which has been a good story. The tariffs, though, I think they, even at 10% plus, it's a pretty high tariff rate versus any time in history. So
did we rebound too much?
Yes. And, we were already on this path of we were growing at 2 to 3% above trend growth. This year was probably already going to be a year where we softened a bit. So the tariff story, I think, solidified that. We still don't see that recessionary environment because the consumer's hanging in, the labor market's hanging in. So to your point, everything was going on track, and maybe the tariffs softened it.
I guess there's two things. Market valuations we're watching very closely, and that same old Washington playbook that we've been dealing with for decades, which is you can juice the markets and the economy by holding this up. Are the markets saying, maybe not, we've seen too much because we're worried about the deficits at this point? Like that, it's maybe not going to be accepting the same old playbook that we always get from Washington.
Yeah, look, I think we are getting closer to that point. We certainly saw that the Treasury market throw a little bit of a tantrum earlier this year. Adding $4 to $5 trillion to the deficit. What does that do to yields? Look, we're at the high end of a 10-year Treasury, closer to 4.5. We were nearing 5% on a Treasury yield. All that being said, though, I think the U.S. economy has held in there because growth and productivity comes out of this economy. And we've seen that all the Mag 7 are housed in the U.S. We've historically had, even through periods of high deficits, innovation, productivity, economic growth, and earnings growth drive the way forward. And we think that does continue here in the U.S.
Do you have no worries about some kind of serious bond problem? I mean, we were talking in the 6 o'clock hour about if the bond market sort of blows up in some way we haven't thought about.
Yeah, look, there's always that risk. But what we'd say and what we've seen is this is the deepest, most liquid market in the world. And by the way, it is the most regulated. So people feel comfortable holding U.S. bonds still. What I'd say is that 4.5% and even 5%, if you're close to retirement, in retirement, need income, this is a pretty good value still. So that gives us comfort. We like the idea that there will still be demand, even, despite some of the weakening foreign demand. We think pensions.
What do you tell people about crypto? Jamie Dimon is now selling crypto.
Yeah, look, we still find it speculative.
Or Bitcoin, I should say.
Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah, we find it speculative. It's hard to value. How do you know if 90,000 is a fair value? You don't know how to, model the cash flows, discount them, et cetera. So that's where we stand as well. There's a lot of good ways to make money in this market. We've seen that in a 20% rally in the S&P. So holding equities, holding bonds, being diversified and balanced, that we think still holds a lot of water for investors.
Jamie Dimon selling crypto. Let's get into that. That is a good segue. I have it here somewhere. I thought I had it here. Oh, yes, here it is. Good segue here. What do we got? Jamie Dimon. Look at this. Looky-loo.
Bitcoin, right?
I personally, when I look at the Bitcoin universe, the leverage in the system, the misuse of the system, the AML, the BSA, the KYC, the sex trafficking, the terrorism, I am not a fan of it. We are going to allow you to buy it, and we're not going to custody it. We're going to put it on statements for clients. So, I don't think you should smoke, but I defend your right to smoke. I defend your right to buy Bitcoin. Go at it.
See, what I don't like about these hedge funds like that is like him saying, we're going to allow our clients to buy Bitcoin. Who the hell are you to allow me to do anything at the end of the day? I don't like the way that they speak about that. So yeah. All right. What else do we have? We got this. I know Andy asked about this, so we're going to get into it a little bit here, but let me catch up on the chat. Mike just got in, brother. Just in case you already said this, what's it? Stop. I've said this for like days and days and days. My next leg up on ZBEC is about 203, 2031, somewhere around there. If the U.S. removes capital gains tax on crypto, are you moving? Yeah. Is water wet? Hell yeah. Tony, all the market movers know ZBEC. They're buying it now, and their bags are packed. They will spill the beans. Yes, exactly. William, I was wondering where you were at, my guy. What's up, buddy? Strange Sky, like and sub on Blueprint and Crypto Future. Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Cody, hope everyone's having a great day. Smash those like buttons on Crypto Blueprint and Crypto Future. Yes, guys, listen. If you are not subbed over on Crypto Blueprint, guys, do me a favor. Go shoot me a sub over there. I'm going to put it on the screen real quick before we get into the next article. Go shoot me a sub over here, guys. If you, if anything happens and I lose this channel, you can still watch me over on Crypto Blueprint. That's why. And I put out exclusive content for Crypto Blueprint. So, and I do a live stream over there also. So go shoot me a sub over there, guys. Any news on Miria? I shared something on Miria this morning. It wasn't massive news or anything, just more gaming stuff. How do I book a one-on-one? You got to shoot me a DM over on the Patreon. Balaclava Man volume was a bit quiet. Okay. Hey Rob, a break is as good as a rest. Great to have you back. Amped, we missed you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Are you doing a live on the Patreon tonight? I'm doing a live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We do the Patreon live streams at about 2:30 p.m. So as soon as we're done this live stream, I will be live over there about 20 minutes after. So yes. Matt, gifting out another Crypto Blueprint membership. My guy, my dude, my brother from another mother. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the second channel. That means a lot. It really, really does, man. It really, really does. All right, let's get into this Ripple situation. I know Andy was asking about this earlier. So, Ripple places a stronger bid than Coinbase to take over Circle. Circle, the company behind USDC stablecoin, is reportedly navigating a delicate balance between its ambitions to go public and emerging acquisition interests from two of the crypto industry's biggest players, Ripple and Coinbase. While Circle continues to move forward with its long-anticipated IPO, behind-the-scenes negotiations suggest a possible change in trajectory that could reshape the stablecoin landscape. Although Circle is still committed to its plan for an initial public offering, insiders have indicated that the company is also engaged in informal discussions about the potential sale. Speaking to Fortune, individuals close to the matter revealed that Circle is seeking a valuation of around $5 billion. The same figure it's targeting through its IPO process. Despite progress towards public listing, Circle hasn't finalized the IPO's structural elements or begun its investor roadshow. And yet, acquisition conversations are heating up, creating uncertainty around the company's future direction. One investment banker involved in the negotiations stated candidly that Circle would be eager to finalize a deal if Coinbase were to present a credible offer. If Coinbase wanted to buy them, Circle would sell in a heartbeat, the banker told Fortune. The relationship between Circle and Coinbase is long-standing and collaborative. The two companies jointly launched the Center Consortium in 2018, the body initially responsible for USDC's issuance in 2023. The consortium structure was dissolved, leading Circle to assume full control of USDC's governance. While Coinbase acquired an equity stake in Circle as part of the transition, their financial entanglement runs deep. Revenue from USDC reserves is shared between the two firms, with both parties receiving equal portions of the residual revenue. However, Coinbase retains all revenue generated when USDC is held directly on its platform, a significant source of income that has bolstered its financial statements in recent quarters. Given the close partnership, a merger could be seamless in terms of operational alignment. However, successful integration remains a key consideration. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong has expressed interest in pursuing strategic acquisitions, but emphasized that any potential deal must come with a clear plan for post-merger execution. Ripple has also entered the race to acquire Circle, reportedly putting forward an initial bid in the range of $4 to $5 billion. According to previous reports, this proposal was turned down, possibly due to the valuation concerns or strategic misalignment. Nonetheless, Ripple's deep war chest, bolstered by billions in its native digital asset XRP, could enable it to return with more competitive offers. Any potential acquisition by Ripple would likely be structured using a mix of XRP and fiat, tapping into both its digital reserves and cash holdings. This model could offer significant flexibility, although it may raise questions among regulators and market participants over valuation consistency and market impacts. So if Ripple uses XRP reserves to purchase Circle, that would probably lead to a massive sell-off of XRP, because odds are the Circle would want to liquidate those holdings and turn it into cash, right? So as an XRP holder, that might be very, very detrimental. And I am going to talk about that later today as well. So keep that in mind. In a recent update shared on X, industry commentator Paul Barron suggested Ripple may have the upper hand in the bidding war. He estimated a final sale price could reach as high as $9 billion to $11 billion, depending on the market dynamics and Circle's leverage in negotiations. The prospect of either Ripple or Coinbase acquiring Circle would carry wide-reaching implications for the broader crypto ecosystem. As one of the most dominant stablecoins in circulation, USDC plays a pivotal role in DeFi protocols, centralized exchanges, and cross-border payments. Any shift in its governance or ownership would inevitably affect the competitive landscape. For Ripple, acquiring Circle would dramatically expand its influence in stablecoin markets, potentially completing its upcoming launch of a USD-backed stablecoin, RLUSD. It would also reinforce Ripple's long-term strategy of integrating XRP into global financial infrastructure. Though some analysts caution that absorbing a company as complex as Circle could distract from Ripple's core mission. Meanwhile, if Coinbase were to succeed, the move would solidify its control over USDC's governance and distribution, further entrenching its role as a central player in the digital asset economy. It could also set a new precedent for centralized exchanges, deepening their footprint in the stablecoin sector. While Circle remains publicly committed to an IPO ambition, the fluid nature of the acquisition talks could not be ignored. Sources suggest that the next few weeks may prove decisive, with high-level negotiations unfolding rapidly. Whether Circle chooses to chart an independent course via the public listing or align itself with crypto giant, the decision will undoubtedly reshape stablecoin dynamics and reverberate through the digital asset industry. As the competition intensifies, all eyes remain fixed on Circle's next move, one that could define the future of institutional stablecoin adoption. Very, very interesting. Now, I think the most likely outcome here is that, I could see Circle being purchased by Coinbase. I could see that happening given the past partnership and how fluid the transition would be. However, I would say that Ripple has a lot of money that they can throw at it if they truly, truly want to make this acquisition happen, right? They could go $6, $7, $8 billion, which is way higher than they're even looking for. So it's very possible Ripple could win this, right? And again, I will be talking about my thoughts on the consequences of Ripple purchasing Circle later today, okay? Because I know there's a lot of XRP content creators out there right now who are shilling this as it's going to send XRP to the moon. I have an argument to the contrary. Au contraire, mon frère. Jared, we need more cowbell. Hell yeah. Carlos, what's up, man? We miss you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Senior Rob, making it Man, I've been missing a lot of lives lately. Well, it's great to have you here, my friend. Great to have you back, Mario. Can you check on Brad Marchand coin? I feel attacked. I feel attacked. Hybrid Dad, let's go. Every time I see Rob live, it's an automatic watch. Nice. Much love, and God bless. If everyone is having doubts about joining the Patreon, it's more than worth it. Absolutely. Thank you so much, man. Joy. Oh, no. It's 57 minutes into the live. I didn't get notified, but I'm here. Yes, you're going to have to do your 50 push-ups because you are late. Anonymous, did I miss you looking at the ZVIC chart? Yes, you did. I've addressed ZVIC twice now in this live stream. Rob's back, baby. From red candles to zero gravity skate park dreams. Let's go. Rob's Patreon is fire. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Listen, I'm going to touch on that again later today. But, yeah, Bitcoin looking good. $105,781. I got to get going, guys. I got to do a live stream over on the Patreon. I will be there shortly. Guys, get over there. If you're not there, we're going to be dropping more microcap gems this week. I'm excited about it. We dropped some last week. We're dropping more this week. Big things popping over there. Get in early on these plays before the market starts truly going parabolic. Make sure you are positioned. Also, guys, listen, if you are seeking real mentorship in this space, if you need guidance, if you need help, and you want to actually learn how to succeed in this space, consider coming over to the Patreon, guys. The link is down below. It's in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. You can book one-on-one coaching calls with me personally over there, where we can help teach you everything you need to know to succeed in this space, from being a better investor to learning how to do research, learning how to look up projects, knowing the studs from the duds, how to do technical analysis, how to control yourself mentally, emotionally, and how to read these markets in every single metric, whether you're looking at sentiments or market structure or anything else. Come on over to the Patreon, guys. Get the guidance and the support that you need. The one-on-one coaching calls are absolutely free as a Patreon member, so take advantage of the situation and come aboard. Again, the link is down below. It's in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. And I will see you guys later tonight. I'm going live on the Patreon in about 20-30 minutes. God bless.